We're going to begin with that breaking news out of Yellowknife. Prime Minister Mark Carney is announcing a multi-billion-dollar proposal to help with defence and infrastructure in Canada's north. Marina von Stackelberg has been following the details from Ottawa. Marina, let's talk about it. We heard a lot from Mark Carney.
Yeah, those details just announced while Mark Carney is in Yellowknife at the Joint Northern Headquarters there, saying that Canada is taking full responsibility of Arctic sovereignty. Like you mentioned there, $35 billion for defense of Canada's north, meant to modernize and expand our footprint in the region and improve civilian infrastructure as well. This package includes northern base upgrades, runway improvements, expansions, hangar construction, road construction. It is quite thorough. Most of this money, though, of the $35 billion, it's important to note $32 billion of that comes from a pool of money that was set aside nearly 4 years ago by former Prime Minister Justin Trudeau to help modernize NORAD. NORAD, of course, being the Canada and the U.S.'s Air Defense Command. So this money, though, being announced today with specifics of where this money will go, including improvements to 4 military bases in Canada's north, some significant improvements to several airports, which will enable the landing and storage of those new F-35 stealth fighters.
There's also new construction as well that he talked about. What can you walk us through that part of the plan?
Yeah, so there is new money here for things like radar, air-to-air refueling planes, as well as short, medium, and long-range air-to-air missiles, as well as upgrades to command and communication aspects. Also, some new bases being announced, some in Whitehorse and in Nunavut that would be able to store equipment, ammunition, and stage troops, as well as a couple of smaller bases in Nunavut as well. And some civilian improvements announced today, very specifically on roads. So, first of all, improvements to civilian airports. So commercial airports, including in Rankin Inlet and in Nunavut, and some major road construction projects that would be forwarded to the government's major projects office for approval, but they have been identified by the Prime Minister as key projects that he wants to get through. That includes extending the Mackenzie Highway to connect Yellowknife to Inuvik, and the Grey Bay Road project that would connect Nunavut to the national highway system through the Northwest Territories, making it an all-season access route. There have been, attempts in the past, Carney says, to improve Canada's footprint in the Arctic, but he is calling those today piecemeal, saying that Canada needs a stronger and a better plan to protect its Arctic sovereignty. Of course, this is all in the context of Canada's push to improve its footprint in the north. Of course, there's geopolitical reasons for that, not one of them, of course, being Donald Trump and some comments he's made about Canada's Arctic sovereignty and whether Canada is able to protect itself. And since Carney became Prime Minister of Canada, he's very much put a focus on Arctic sovereignty, on improving military in the north. And so with this big announcement today in Yellowknife of this big package of tens of billions of dollars for this.
Marina von Stackelberg in Ottawa, thank you.